この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Oh, I know. Oh no, that reminds me of a thing back in primary school.
We'll listen to your primary school story after we listen to my very poor decision making. So it was my brother's birthday at the aquarium, and I was being a rowdy little 8-year-old that I was, and I was attempting to do backflips and shit. So my dumbass is like, actually no, it wasn't so much my fault, because what I did was I went and I grabbed like a pillow, and I'm like, it's okay, because if I fuck it up, I'll land on the pillow. One of my brother's friends, as I'm climbing up, and as soon as I leap off, I see my brother's friend running off with the pillow that I put as a fucking emergency. And then I just land like head first onto concrete.
Did you get much of a scar?
No scar. It was pure blunt force.
Alright, so I got two things about that story. One, who the fuck has a birthday and thinks I want to go see fish?
My uncle was the manager at the aquarium, so we got in.
The point still stands. Whose birthday goes, I want to go see fish?
I have no idea, but that's where it was.
And second, that's nothing in comparison to my primary school story. So,
yeah,
all I can remember...
The aquarium's in the city and you're out in the country.
No. So this is at primary school. And during school, we're at the basketball court of our school. Now, the school basketball court is sort of lined with like a 6-inch concrete gutter. So you had the basketball courts and then like a 6-inch square concrete gutter. So that it's square. Mm-hmm. And a girl called Maddie was playing basketball with us in our PE class. Mm-hmm. And she tripped and her nose landed right on the edge of the square concrete gutter. So, ooh. And like she had the biggest indent on her nose. Like her nose just moved down more than a nose should. Like think of a character creator slider and it just kept moving the nose down and down. And it was pissing out blood. But the most fucked up part about the story is like it recovered so well. Like after like a couple of weeks, you could barely notice that it's like she fucking smacked her face into a concrete corner slab. Oh boy. Like, oh man, I feel so sorry for her, but she must have some fucking surgeon on the payroll or something, because that nose was looking regular in weeks.
I mean, that's why you pay health insurance.
This is the country.
Yeah, but you still have health insurance.
I don't even think we had a hospital.
No, but that's why you got the flying doctor service.
Yeah, we do. I've been on that. It's pretty shit. I mean, like, it's a great service, mind you.
Is that why they keep asking for funding?
No, it's a great service, but like the ride was like the tube, like the actual like compartment where you stay is so like claustrophobic, and I was like literally tied down in a bed because like they had to fly me all the way from the country to Adelaide because I caught influenza B. They fucking gave me my influenza vaccinations and my body's just like, nope. Yeah, but my body's a dick.
Vaccinated. How about I
kill
myself?
Your body doesn't really work properly.
No, it does. It works too good. It constantly needs a challenge, so it constantly hinders itself to make things challenging.
It's doing the Goku and wearing weighted clothes.
Yeah. On a planet with less gravity. Or more gravity. But like, yeah, like, it was quick. I can tell you that much. It's very quick. But holy shit, man. It was just so uncomfortable being strapped down to this, like, it's like half the size of a single bed. And, like, the takeoff was so rocky. Like, I think that was the first time I ever sort of experienced turbulence or something like that. Like once we took off, like the steep incline was fine, but then it started getting rocky and shit. I'm like, ooh, okay. Are we even gonna make it to Adelaide?
Well,
But
don't they
then-
use like a fucking not like it's not a modern plane, isn't it? Like a fucking propeller plane that they use.
I honestly can't remember the outside because it was at night time when they put me in, but it is a small plane.
It's a fucking biplane.
And I mean, like, that's not the first time I've ever been airlifted to a hospital. The first time I was airlifted to a hospital, I wasn't even awake for it. I was in a helicopter and I was in a fucking coma.
This is your Red Bull incident again.
Yeah, no, that I didn't
That was
go.
a different coma.
Yeah, I walked into the hospital saying I don't feel good and passed the fuck out.
So what, you just kicked
Oh
open the
no,
front
that was
door,
a
like,
different time. No, that was a different time I fucking passed out. I got incredibly sick at a friend's party in the next country town, and like my friends literally had to fucking carry me inside because I was just vomiting, and if for some reason, because I'm a type 1 diabetic, my insulin just didn't fucking work. My insulin just, like, even though I gave myself the right dose and stuff, it was like I never did. It's like I never took any insulin. It just stopped fucking working. So my blood sugar was fucking high as fuck. And, yeah, I was just vomiting all over the place. And they put me in and I just blanked out. But, yeah, once upon a time I had 17 Red Bulls. And so I had 17. So this is like the beauty of the scenario. So it was sports day at my high school, and school SRC was selling Gatorade and bottles of water. You know, that fucking weak tea shit. And I was like, boys, we need energy drinks. You want an advantage in your 100-meter sprint? This is gonna make you flat stick. So I spent this is when I like lived with my parents because I was a fucking kid, but I spent my entire week's wage at Woolworths and bought Red Bull. The 4 packs of Red Bull. I had like 3 bags full of the 4 packs of Red Bull. And I took it to the school and I was selling them for like $5 a fucking tin. $5 a tin. And I like got like $20 straight up. And then I made like an extra $10 after that before the fucking school went, oh, I mean, it's sweet and all that you're wanting to sell, you know, drinks for the participants, but unfortunately, since it's not an SRC approved fucking sale, now we can't let you sell it, unfortunately. But keep up the good work. I went, all right, then I went behind the fucking agriculture shed and started selling it there. And the principal fucking rocks around the corner going, all right, seriously, if you keep selling this, we're gonna have to suspend you, or like detention or some shit. So I had like a whole bunch of Red Bull that I couldn't sell, that I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just drink. And I drank 17 of them. I went to work that night, had a fucking ugly girl tell me that she liked me. I went, I feel sick. I don't know why. Like, I honestly didn't have any contact with, rarely any contact with this girl. And then she's basically like following me around at work, hanging out with me, you know, telling me she likes me and shit like that. I went, that's nice. But I actually genuinely feel sick. Like something's not right with me. And then basically after work, started hanging out with some friends, and then I just blacked out. And I woke up in a fucking hospital bed. And I'm like, oh man, what happened? Like, honestly, I didn't know how I got there. Like, what happened? And goes, oh, you know, he had a caffeine overdose, shit like that. Your blood sugar's through the roof, yada, yada, yada. Like, your heart was doing, like, palpitations, like offbeat palpitations or some shit. And, for a couple of seconds there, your heart stopped. I don't know if he was joking, but that's what he said to me. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, so you're technically dead, not legally. I went, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, we need to keep you in the hospital for a bit, just to get you back on, you know, the land of the living. Oh, okay then. So yeah, fucking went, I didn't get air flown from that. I was like, man, you're just a fucking idiot. But they have wanted to take me to the air fly me for less. Like when I got 2nd degree burns because my friend set me on fire. Like they're like, oh, like I had 2nd degree burns on my hand and on my face. And the hospital's like, we need to fly you to Adelaide to get treatment. I'm like, no, you don't. I don't need to go to Adelaide. Just bandage me up and shit. Like, no. We need you to go to Adelaide. And I'm like, this is when I was living in Adelaide. It's like, yeah, but all my stuff's down here. This is in the country. So a country hospital is saying we need to fly to Adelaide. And like, all my stuff is in the country. I don't want to have to come back to the country just to pick up my stuff or organize to get my stuff delivered to me. I'm going to just stay here until I leave. And he goes, but we can't let you leave. I was like, well, you can. I just have to sign a form. Like, all right, fine then. Sign this form, but promise us you will come back every day to get your burns like redressed. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. So I did that, and I made a fucking miraculous recovery. Like, you could not tell I was burned on the hand or face. It was like all up the left side from like my jaw, all up the left side of my face, and it sort of curled around the left of my eye. That was burnt, and the entirety of my left hand was burnt because of fucking my friends. Like, fire. Oh, my fringe. His fringe caught on fire, and my hand's like bleeding. And I'm like going, ow, 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 ow. There's like, the adrenaline's pumping, but I can still feel the pain. I can see the blood running. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna just
This
put my...
doesn't look good.
I prefer myself with all my blood inside me. And yeah, it's like, oh, okay. And he's just fucking like ecstatic. Not ecstatic. Fucking, what's the term when you're like crazy? Like
hysterical?
Panic. Hysterical, that's it. He's just hysterical about his fringe being fucking burnt off. Like, I kid you not, his legitimate words were, I've been trying to grow this for a month. And I'm just like,
a fringe.
Yet you're sitting
fringe.
there actually burning, going...
No, actually burnt with blood coming out my hand going, oh, that ain't pretty. And like I sat in a cold shower for about 2 hours, and it just got to the point like, you know what? I think we need to go to the hospital, guys. Because like, I'm in this cold shower for like 2 hours, and it still hurts like a motherfucker. I guess it needs to be treated properly. And all I did was like put bandages with some sort of like water and like some weird glycerin shit. And it fucking worked much better than 2 hours in a stone cold shower.
Yeah, if you got burns, just rub some aloe vera on it.
Oh yeah, fucking these are my hand needed to be disinfected.
Sterilized? Disinfected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the alcohol's for. You go one for you, one for the wound.
It's one for you, one for me, one for us. But yeah, so that is like, even though it's like, man, this hurts, but like, it's not like, oh my god, I need to get flown to the hospital for this. I mean, like, if I wanted to bounce out of the country, I could be like, yeah, fucking take me to the hospital, just fly me up. We can do that because we've got like Medicare and shit down here. Didn't charge a cent. Like my dad fucking pretty much snapped like bits of his neck and shit, and they just flew him around. Ambulance
Not to
cover,
the
man.
hospital. They're just like, yeah, you should come for a ride.
Come for the ride. Catch a ride. But yeah, stupid Kenny.
Is that the motto of the Flying Doctor service? Catch a
a
ride.
ride. Yeah, he's run by fucking Scooter from Borderlands. But yeah, the burning situation is not my stupid fault entirely. It's my stupid fault for letting anyone else but me deal with flame stuff. Because as soon as anyone else gets involved, that's when I get hurt.
Yeah, that's generally how
it's
shit
not
goes.
Whenever other people get involved, people get hurt. It's when other people get involved, I get hurt.
I get hurt. It's me, Dio, the one who gets hurt.
Except you can't the world out of your problems.
Nah, pretty much. I don't have the reaction speed to cast the world in order to escape my idiot going petrol on fucking coals, bruh. Petrol on coals, bruh. Because we tested it out. We poured some petrol on coals, and like, okay, so it's not setting alight, so we're safe.
You gotta know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's what I did.
One of my friends was taught how to make napalm
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, it's not
by
that hard.
his dad.
Really? We got taught how to make napalm by the vice principal at our school.
Now,
Yeah,
kids,
but
don't be using this for terrorist actions.
to be fair, Alex, I know the general area where you went to school, so
She wasn't even the vice principal. She just fucking came in off the street. Hey, you guys want to take the school down?
He used to work as a bouncer at a nightclub beforehand.
What a fucking guy.